Hey guys, welcome back to Gulfside Bait Works. I am feeling a little better, so we're making a video. Sorry I missed the Wednesday upload, but I was in bed sick all week. But we're back now, and we're gonna make some baits. So what are we making? I got a couple of swamp trout molds out and some of the new siren scales and pixie dust that Bait Chuckin sent me to test out. So first off, we're going to try out jade. I know a lot of the, if you saw the last episode where we tried out the bleeding colors, I don't know if jade is one, so I'm going to put it in first and see if it bleeds and work based on that. But yeah, this is a really cool gold to green. I'm even seeing some pinks at certain angles. How's the angle of this? Yeah, we're good. There we go. Less of my pants, more of the stuff. All right, so let's put a hearty teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of this in here. Oh, I'm seeing some purples when it hits that, which is good because we're going to use rainbow trout with it. And rainbow trout has some purples. Now the question is, does this one bleed or not? I'm not sure. So we're going to find out here as we mix it up. I'm not seeing anything bleed out of it so far, so it might not, which is fine. In fact, I'm sure some people would prefer it that way. Got to get it broken up. Okay, so there's a little bit of a color bleed. Interesting. It started out kind of a brownish, and now I'm almost getting like a reddish. Interesting. Okay. This is a nice color though. Look at that. When you see it in there, you're seeing the golds and greens, but I'm seeing some blues and some purples. I saw some purples before, but the blues I didn't see till it was in the plastisol. I'm getting like a reddish color. Interesting. Okay. So, not what I expected. Not mad. Excited. Yeah, it's like a deep red. I don't know if maybe rainbow trout isn't the one to do with this. Maybe we need to do something else. It's actually somewhat similar to the one we did last time. The tropical motor oil with the katana. But it's darker. Oh man, the blue highlights in it are really good though. Okay. So the rainbow trout is green to purple. We're gonna swap that and we're gonna do Malagos because it's blue. And I think that, is this one Malagos? Malagos. And that's Pixie Dust. That's PD011. We're going to do that instead. Because this thing, the blue highlights that I'm getting in this look amazing. especially around the bottom. Let's see if you can catch it in the light. Yeah, so it's some angles. I've got the gold, the green, the blue, and then the red backer. So we're gonna add blue to it and see what we get. Honestly, for saltwater, I probably could fish this right here, no problem. For freshwater, it's got red. You could probably add motor oil to it. Trying to think of what else you could do with a red, but let's get our Malagos in there. And see what that gives us. Remember, you got to be gentle to open them. You squeeze, they don't open. You got to be gentle. All right, so blue to purple. I think that's going to match the blue to purple colors that are in that. And since this is pixie dust, not a, and we're doing a 16th, but a hardy 16th. I think the purples are going to mesh with the red, and I think the blues are going to mesh with those blue colors that I'm seeing in there. We'll see if we need to add more. Yeah, getting more blues. Yeah, I think we ended up with another cool tropical like color. This one just has some blues added with these two mixed. Yeah, that's nice. All right. I'm gonna reheat this, then we'll come back and pour. All right, we got it reheated. Yeah, check out now that it's brewed a little bit. We got like a berry color, I would want to call that. It's like a light maroon. Plus it's got the sheen from Malagos to give us some blue, and I'm sure at certain angles the Malagos will give us some purple as well. And then we got the greens, we got the golds and blues from the jade. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see how this goes. So we're pouring a couple of different things here today. We got swamp trout, creek shots, and the creek shot comes in two variations here. The first one that I'm pouring is the variation designed for using as a chatterbait trailer. All right, and that's what these two are. Not my best pours. I haven't been out here in a week, so. Now the other version of it here, this is the hook slot version. So it's a creek shot with hook slot, is what he calls it on his website, and it's more like a jerk bait. I like these a lot. Obviously, I pour lots of them. They show off colors real well. So they match well with the 8-bit stuff because the 8-bit has awesome colors. And you mix that with something that really shows off color well. Same with Cthulhu. The angles on this thing are crazy. It shows off color so well. So we're going to get to see all the cool stuff we get out of this 8-bit. Just make sure you get up there and get the wings filled in if you're pouring this one. All right. I'm seeing some greens to it too. Oh man, this might actually be very similar to the katana we used last time. But the Malagos is adding that nice blue sheen to it. But yeah, we'll give this a few minutes and come back and check it out. All right, we're back. Got everything folded up. Found a hat. I don't know if you could see it when I leaned over there, but all right. Did I say folded up? I was folding laundry while I was waiting for these to cool. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. So, reds at some angles, and the red just kind of fades out. I'm seeing a light green too, and then of course we got all the colors from the Malagos. I can see the purple now that I can move it back and forth, and then the colors from the jade. But the bleed from the jade seems to be somewhat similar. I grabbed something I made. So here's that katana, and that was the color it bled to. So this one's quite a bit darker, but they do both have red and greens. It's just that this one is quite a bit darker. Interesting. All right, there's one. Yeah, kind of a sloppy pour on that one. Like I said, I've been in bed for a week. Yeah, give me that one, all right. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I think the fish will hit them. I could definitely fish these in salt water. I think for freshwater, I would want to. Well, I guess up north you guys fish with bright colors for smallmouth, right? And walleye. We don't have those here, so we usually fish darker colors. But yeah, I'm liking it. Oh, I lost that one. Listen, my floor down there, that one's gone. It's going to be covered in all kinds of stuff. I got dogs and cats and children. The floors have all kinds of stuff on them. But yeah. I think the addition of the Malagos gives us that nice blue and purple. I like that. And it's blue and purple, but it's not the same as Sully or Glurple either. Because Sully and Glurple are also both blue to purples from the Siren Scales line. All right, now here we go. Here's our, yeah, it's like a reddish brown. I think that you could make a green pumpkin based out of that. But yeah, I would almost call the red like berry. Yeah, look at how in that mold it just shows off all those colors so well. And to show you the difference, here's the katana from last time. So yeah, quite a bit difference in the color and how they bleed, but this is definitely something that should catch some fish. All right, and one more. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you know, the more I look at this reddish brown, the more I think that we could use this as a base for a green pumpkin. Like a green pumpkin brown, I guess. Green pumpkin's kind of brown. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking when I see that. But yeah, so there we go. Interesting little color combo. Tried out a couple of things that we haven't used yet. I think that we'll have to do a dedicated video to Malagos. We'll do like we used to do. We'll do half a cup with black, half a cup with clear, and see the difference. Well, that'll be on the list. But yeah, so here we go. Here's all of our stuff. minus the one we lost. Said, whoa! Yeah, that floor, you don't want to mess with it. But, okay, so what did we do today? We had a 1/4 teaspoon of jade and a 1/16 of malagos in a cup of plastic, and that got us this. Show us off these cool colors. We did it in the swamp trout creek shots and swamp trout Cthulhu. Now, if you like the swamp trout stuff, you can use my coupon code on his website. I don't get anything from it. He's my boy. He's been supporting me for a long time. I've been supporting him, and he wanted to do a coupon code for his website. So, if you like his stuff, Golfside 15 all caps, and you get 15% off molds on his website. So yeah, and of course these awesome colors were sent to us by Bait Chuckin', another person who's been supporting us for a long time. Bait Chuckin' of 8bitbaits, that's the company, and you should absolutely try 8-bit colors. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you know that I post stuff with 8-bit almost every day. Not quite every day, but most days there's something 8-bit on my posts, so I use a lot of it. And he's been a great supporter as well. So, yeah, let me bring the camera around, take a closer look. And looking at it in the camera, I do think it's a little bit lighter in person. The red is a little bit lighter in person than what the camera is, the way the camera's picking it up, which is interesting. But yeah, there's our colors we use, the new siren scales and one of the pixie dusts from 8bitbaits. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a like. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate if you subscribe. You know, I've been hearing that telling people you should share the videos is super helpful. So if you like this and want to share it, I would appreciate it. But yeah, and of course comments. If you have any thoughts on anything I did today, let me know. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming by Golfside Baitworks.